Hello everyone, good morning students. Dear students, in previous class we take and revise a very important chapter of your NCERT exercise, okay, and we take and solve some important questions based on that topics. Now dear students, in that class we are going to take and revise a very important chapter of your NCERT exercise, which is what comparing quantities. Dear students, in that chapter there are so many important topics included in them, like in that question we are discussing about the question related to ratio. We discuss about the question related to percentage. Okay, second one, we also discuss about the question based on uh, profit and loss, and also we discuss about the question based on interest as simple interest. Okay, simple interest. Okay, dear friends, in our previous classes we already discussed about all these topics so many times, but in today's class just we revise all the topics one more times. Okay, so first of all we are going to discuss about the ratio. That's what is the concept of ratio. Dear students, we compares in ratio. We always compares between the similar quantities. So in order to find the ratio between two similar quantities, because before that we observe कि both the quantities have the same units. Okay, so first of all we find comparing the quantity. First of all we convert it into the same units. After that we solve that question in very easy way. So dear student, first of all we ratio. Dear student, if we write a ratio b, then what is the meaning of that? A ratio b means what? A is to b. So this is the symbol of ratio. Okay, so now let's see some important questions based on ratio. Then we discuss about the questions based on percentage, then profit loss, and then finally we discuss about the simple interest one by one. Let's see. Now, dear students, first of all, we discuss about some question. Find the question is find the ratio. Find the ratio of each of the following. Each of the following. Okay, and first part of this question is what? 35 kilometer to 350 meter. Second part of this question is what? Rupees 7 to 15 paise. Okay, and third one is what? Third is one is what? 221 kilogram to 600 gram, and fourth one is what? 30 days to 12 hours. Okay, now let's see. This is the questions of your syllabus based on ratio. Now, what is the process to solve all that questions? Let's see one by one. Let's see the first of all we discuss about the solution of the first part of this question. Okay, and the first part is what? We find we have, first of all we write, we have the values as 35 kilometer to 350 meter. Okay, so we first of all we write the values as what 35 kilometer to meter. Now just I discuss about that. Just in finding the ratios between two similar quantities, first of all we convert it into the same units. We convert it into the same units. So let's see. Since we know that, since reference, we know that in 1 kilometer there are 1000 meters. Okay, in 1 kilometer there are how many meters are there? 1000. That is the required ratio. That is the required. That is the required ratio is what? 35 kilometer to 350 meter. Now first of all we write as 35 into 1000 meter, okay, upon 350 meter. Now meter cancel to each other and 1010 also cancel to 35 1 35. Thus we get as 100 upon 1, that is the required ratio 100:1. This is our required solution of the given question. Okay, so first of all in finding the ratios between two similar quantities, dear student, first of all we convert it into the same units. After that we solve all the questions in very easy way. Okay, now similarly we take and solve the second part of this question. Let's see. This is, we have rupees 7. We find the ratio between rupees 7 to 15 paise. Okay, let's see. So dear student, first of all we convert it into the same unit. So unit, since we know that in 1 rupees there are 100 paise. Okay, that is the required ratio. Ratio is what? That is, we find the required ratio, which is what? It is 7 to 15 paise. That is rupees 7 is what? So 7 into 100 paise. First of all we convert into the paise, divided by 15 paise, right as it is. Okay, now paise cancel to each other. Now what I get? Let's see. We get as 7 into 100 upon 15. 7 into 100 upon 15. Okay, now let's see. Now from 5, let's see, 5 3s are 15 and 5 2s are 10 and 0, right as it is. Okay, 5 3s are 15, 5 2s are 0. Now we get what? 7 into 20 upon 3, that is 700, 7 to the 140 upon 3. That is the required ratio is 140 ratio. So this is our required solution of the given question. Okay, dear students. So in this way, thus dear student, in this way you can solve all the questions of your NCERT exercise based on the topic ratios. Now we take and solve the third part of this question. Let's see. Let's see. Let us take the third part of this question and solve it. Which is what? This is 21 kg to 600 gram. So first of all, we convert it into the same unit. So in 1 kilogram, you know that. First of all, since we know that, since we know that in 1 kilogram there are 1000 gram. In 1 kilogram there are 1000 gram. Okay, dear students. Now that is the required ratio. That is just the required ratio is 1 kg upon 600 gram. Okay, now let's see. So we write as 21 into 1000 gram. Okay, upon, this is what we write as the denominator as it is, which is what 600 gram. Now gram what, cancel to each other, now we get what, now 0 also cancel to each other, so we get what, 2 into 10 upon 6, so 21 into 10 upon 6. Now let's see, 3 2 is 3, 6, 3 7 is 21, 3 2 is 6, 3 7 is 21, and this is 2 1 is 2, 2 5 is 10 also, so 7 5 is 35 divided by 1. Thus the required ratio is what, 35 ratio 1. This is the required solution of the given question. This is the required solution of the given question. Okay, so in this way just you solve the question based on that topic. Now we take and solve the last part of this question. Okay, let's see this one. Now we take and solve the last part of this question. Let's see. And the last part is, this is 30 days to 12 hours to 12 hours. First of all, we know that in how many hours in one day? So there are 24 hours in one day, no? So right in this sense we know that in one day there are 24 hours. There are 24 hours, no? That is the required ratio. That is the required ratio is what? The required ratio is 30 days upon 12 hours. So we write 30 into how many hours in 30 days one day? We write 24 hours divided by 12 hours. Okay. Now hours cancel to each other. Now 12 is 12, 12 is 24. So we get as 30 into 2 divided by 1. So we get 200 is 60 upon 1. That is the required ratio is 60 ratio 1. This is our required solution of the given question. Okay, dear students. So in this way, so you can solve each and every questions of your NCERT exercise based on the topic ratios in this way. Okay, so first of all, you revise all the questions which we discussed in that class. After that, you complete your NCERT exercise. Now, dear student, we take and discuss the next topic of that chapter, which is percentage. Let's see, dear students. Let's see. Take and solve the next topic, which is percentage. Which is percentage. Dear friends, you know that what is the symbol of percentage? The symbol of percentage is this. Okay, and the meaning of percentage is, dear friend, the meaning of percentage is per 100. The meaning of percentage is what? Per 100. This is the very important concept of percentage. Okay, so the meaning of percentage is what? Per 100. That is, if we write 1%, then it means that 1 upon 100. Okay, if, dear student, we write as 1%, then what is the concept of that? Then it means that 1 upon 100. Similarly, if we write x%, then its meaning is what? X upon 100. Okay, so in this way, this is the concept of percentage. If we have 5 upon 100, then we write as what? 5%. Okay, if we have 8%, 8 by 100, then we write 8%, etc. Okay, so this is the concept of percentage. Now, dear student, we take and solve some important question based on percentage. Let's see. Let's see. Now we discuss. Now convert. We take a question. Convert each of the following. Each of the following into the percentage. Okay, convert each of the following into percentage. And the first part of this question is what? 0.18. Second is what? 5 by 2. And third one is what? Just as 23. Okay, so let's see. One is decimal number, second one fractional number, third one is what? Any whole number or natural numbers. Let's see. So we convert each of the following into the percentage. So what is the process to convert that type of questions into percentage? Let's see one by one. So let's take first part of this question, which is what? So first of all, we write we have 0.18. Okay. Now, dear friend, after converting the percentage to any types of number, so first of all, we multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 100. Let's see. Now we can write 0.18 into 100 upon 100. We must be multiplied by 100 in both the numerator and denominator. And finally, what I do? Let's see. So first of all, we write this 1 into 100 into 1 by 100 write as separate. And since we know that 1 upon 100 means what? 1%. Just I discussed about that topic. Now we multiply them, so we get 80 into, and 1 upon 100 write as 1%. Because of 1% means what? 1 upon 100. Percentage means per 100. So here we write 1%. So we get 18 the 18%. Thus in this way, the form 0.18 write into the percentage as what? 18%. This is our required solution of the given questions. Now, similarly, we take and solve the next part of this question. Let's see second question. Okay, second question is what? Let's see. We have what we have, that is 5 by 2. So in order to convert the given value into the percentage, first of all we convert it into, we must be multiply both the numerator and denominator by 100. So we get as what? 5 by 2 multiplied by 100 into 100. Okay, now we write 5 into 100 upon 2 take together, and 1 upon 100 write separately. Okay, now let's see, 2 5 are 10, 0. Now 5 0 0, 5 5 are 25. So 250 into, we write 1 upon 100 as what? 1%, so we can write 250%. So result 5 upon 2 is right into the form of the percentage as what? 250%. So this is the concept of that. Now similarly we take and solve the third part of this question, and in same process we apply in the third question. We must multiply both the numerator and denominator by 100. Now we can write 223 into 100 into 1 upon 100. Now 1 upon 100 rise at 1, so this is multiplied, so 2300 into 1%, so that is 2300%. This is our required solution of the given question. Okay, thus dear students, in this way you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise based on percentage. Okay dear students, now we take and solve some other important questions of your syllabus of the topic percentages. Okay, let's see. Let's see dear students, we take the question. Now find, we take the question based on the percentage. Okay, find 20% of 800. Find 20% of 800. Now let's see its solution. Dear student, the meaning of off is what? Just multiply. The meaning of off is what? Multiply. So first of all, this is 20% of 800 means that 20 upon 100. The concept of off is what? Multiply by 100. Okay, so we can write that type of questions in this way. The concept of off is what? Multiply. So 20% means what? 20 upon 100 into 800. Now we simplify them. 2 0 T 0 cancel to each other, so we get 20 into 8, 8 to the 16. Thus, dear students, in this way we can say that the 20% of 800, the 20% of 800 is what? 160. So this is the 20% of 800. Okay dear friends, thus dear students, in this way you can solve each and every questions of your NCERT exercise based on percentage. Based on percentage. Now dear students, we are going to take and discuss the next topic of that chapter, which is question based on the buying and selling an object. And before that, first of all, we are going to discuss about some important formula related to profit and loss. Let's see. Dear student, you know that very well कि the concept of profit and loss, you know that very well कि if the selling price is greater comparison to cost price, then we get a profit, and when the cost price is greater comparison to the selling price, then we get also always a loss, and the just common. So first of all, we write the common formula for that, है ना? Okay, let's see. So dear friend, if selling price is greater than cost price, then it can in that condition we get a profit. So profit is equal to what? Selling price minus cost price of an object. Okay, and the formula for the profit percent is what? The formula for profit percent is what? This is profit upon cost price into 100. Similarly, if cost price is greater than come to selling price, then in that condition we get always what? Loss. That is, loss is equal to cost price minus selling price. Loss is equal to what? Cost price minus selling price, and the formula for the loss percent is what? That is loss upon cost price into 100. So these are some important basic formula related to profit and loss. And dear student, there are two more important formula related to that topic, like if the cost price and the profit percent is given, then in that condition what is the formula for selling price? Let's see. So next one is the formula for the selling price. When cost price and the profit percent is given is what? Cost price into 100 plus profit percent upon 100. So from there we also get the cost price is equal to selling price into 100 upon 100 plus profit percent. Okay, and next one, the formula for the selling price when cost percent is given, cost price is given, and loss percent is given. In that condition, the formula for selling price is what? Let's see. The formula for the selling price is what? Cost price into 100 minus loss percent upon 100. So from there we also find the cost price is what? We do cross multiplication, selling price into 100 upon 100 minus loss percent. So these are two very important formula related to selling price and cost price. Okay, so in the case of profit percent, here we put the plus sign. In the case of loss percent, here we put the minus sign. So these are the very important and common formula related to that topic. So dear students, first of all, you learn each and every formula related to profit and loss. Okay, and you revise all the important questions which we discussed in that class. After that, you can solve each and every questions of your NCERT exercise based on that topic. And also dear students, you solve each and every question of your NCERT exam. Now in next class we take and discuss all the important question based on profit and loss, and also we discuss about the last topic of that chapter, this is simple interest. So first of all, you complete your NCERT exercise. Okay dear students, now thanks to all.